Hey guys, welcome back to Toshi's Tulpa Guide. Good to see you guys. Welcome back. I hope you guys are having a good day. And today we're going to be talking about a Tulpa forcing method called seeking a presence. This is a very interesting one that I did not personally come up with, but it's floating around the internet somewhere. And for the sake of completion, I must include in my guide. So seeking a presence, uh, tulpa forcing is in an earlier episode I mentioned uh, the speak to speak to it until it starts talking back. You know, the kind of simplistic method. Okay. So what this is describing what the it is, if that makes any sense at all. So basically, with this particular method, you search your thoughts and you evaluate your thoughts as they come and look for those ones that aren't from you. Thoughts pop in and out of existence in literally everyone's head all the time and not always originating from you. These stray thoughts have a source. This source is what we will call the presence. So basically, you spend time, close your eyes in meditation, and just look for those thoughts that aren't yours and then trace them back, their origin. And that origin, when you focus on it, become more and more clear. Every thought you trace back to it, that you know for a fact doesn't originate from you, will be what you talk to in order to, you know, get the tulpa established. So it's not going to be a tulpa at first. It's going to be a presence. And basically, you're just searching your mind, look for that presence, focus on that presence, and then talk to that presence until it starts talking back. And, it really all boils down to the, just talk to it until it talks back situation. But yeah, the focus on the presence um, is one of the more simple, you know, forcing methods. So, you know, finding the thoughts. Um, I like to just sit in meditation anyway and examine my thoughts anyway because that's what I do. And it's really easy to determine which ones are mine and which ones aren't, even before Tulpamancy. And before I started practicing Tulpamancy, most were not my own. They just kind of bubble up from nowhere. And, this happens in everyone's brains. Nobody knows why, it just happens. But when you trace those positive thoughts, don't trace back the negative thoughts. That's probably not a good idea, but trace back the positive thoughts or the random thoughts. Anything that's not negative is probably fine. And you trace those back to the presence. And you can name that presence, whatever you want your tulpa to be named. Usually, tulpas aren't particularly picky about their name, and they'll usually just go with whatever you want. Sometimes they'll want to change the names later, but just pick a name, go with it. There it is. My tulpa actually picked her own name, so you don't have to name it. Can name it. Just focus on that particular presence and talk to it until it starts talking back, guys. I mean, it's really that simple. Now, we're trying to break this down into the most simplistic version of Tulpamancy I can get across, but also with delivering as much information as I can. Okay? So, anyway, like I said, let's just rewind and reiterate. Look for the thoughts that aren't your own. Ignore the bad thoughts. So what we call intrusive thoughts, ignore those. We don't want those. But look for the random thoughts, the thoughts that are positive or neutral. The, hey, I wonder what this, I wonder what that. Do you even this, bro? Those random thoughts. And you trace them back to a source very carefully, and it's going to take practice and take some time. But you trace those thoughts back with source, and that source, presence. And then you just talk to it and force like normal. Anyway, guys, so that's the video for today. I hope you guys learned something useful. Give me a like if this video helped you out. And if you're not subscribed, why are you lurking in the shadows? That's really weird. Please don't do that. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye now.